All right, welcome back to the OVTLYR Trading Room. Today, we are going to be covering Hood versus SoFi. SoFi versus Hood, the battle of the new generation of finance. Which one of these is a monster stock and which one of these is a meme stock? That's what we're going to be covering today. But before we do that, I actually need to put on some trades. So we're going to be teasing that along, and let's jump right into the OVTLYR Trading Room. Now, let me introduce myself. I'm just a random guy on the internet, but my name is Christopher Ewell. I've twice been awarded top 100 people in finance. I was mentored by 5 of the market wizards, the best traders of all time. I've been successfully trading since 2009, and this is where outliers like us save money, or save time, make money, and start winning with less risk together as a team. So that sounds good to you. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's take a look at this, right? My style of trading using outlier is called the golden ticket trading strategy. And we need to start by listening to what the market is telling us today. Before we jump into SoFi and Hood, what's the market telling us? Like, we need to figure that out. So we're going to look at what I call the OVTLYR Nine. All 9 of these need to be put together to get the slingshot set up. Now, 40% of the move of the market, or move of the stock, is due to the market. 30% is due to the sector, and only the last 30% is due to the stock itself. So we want to line everything up together. We're going to first be looking at the trend of the market, and we do that with the 10 over the 20, price over the 50 daily exponential moving averages. Now, what's really great about this, the 10 over the 20, price over the 50, that applies to SoFi, right? You got your 10 over 20, price over 50, and Hood. Where's Hood on here? Do I not have Hood on here? I thought I saved Hood. 2 seconds here while I type in Hood. Right, the OVTLYR Trend Template always applies to everything. 10 over 20, price over 50. And the reason being is it is just math. Just math, and it always works because it's just math. Can't fight me on it because you know I'm right. You know I'm right. 10 over 20, price over 50 is the OVTLYR Trend Template. Now, next we want to look at if the market has a buy or sell signal. Today, the SPY continues to sit on a buy signal. So let's jump into, oh no, I've been logged out. How in the wide world of sports did I get logged out? Hold on. That's what happens when we go live. Okay, we're back in. I don't know how that happened. Let's go back to SPY. Let's go back to SPY. All right, so on SPY, we have the 10 over the 20, price over 50, and that's why it's got a green overlay back there. It's because it's already a bullish trend. It has a buy signal, came through on June 25th. So all that looks great. Now, the last thing we need to do is look at the market breadth. All we need to do here is look at the market breadth. So this is going to load in. I'm going to drag this over so we can zoom into the current time frame. And you can see here, the green line measures how many buy signals we have. The red line is the 10-period exponential moving average. So as you can see, the green line, the number of buy signals we have, ran up, and has pulled back a little bit. However, it has not had a bearish crossover just yet. So this looks brilliant to me. So we have a bullish trend, a bullish market signal, and bullish breadth for the market. Now, before we go any further, I want to share today's member highlight. Now, I know we still got to talk about SoFi and Hood, which one is a meme and a monster, but we got to talk about first our amazing outliers, right? Share their huge wins. So if we go into the share your big wins section, which I always lose. I don't know why I lose this so much. There we go. Share your big wins section. Here's Goran, a few of his recent trades up 5%, 14%, 5%, 43%, 33%. Outstanding work, Goran. Baseball Junior bought BE on July 2nd, just rolled it, which is one of the things we teach here live every day in the afternoon. And he's got 145% gain, and it's still going. Outstanding work. Whoa, that's my friend Nate. Big win, continues to be trading AT&T another 20% since last time I mentioned it. Since last time he mentioned it, I guess he's up 109% in the last 6 months. So this is what it's like to be an outlier. This is what it's like to be an outlier. Now, tell me some of your success stories in the chat. I want to showcase you live here right now. Tell me your success stories in the chat. And of course, if I've helped you out in any way, the best thing that you can do is to tell everybody you know about outlier. That's the way that you can pay me back, because that's the first rule of outlier. Tell everybody you know, and hit the like button. Now, before we look for new trades, we need to be looking at exits. We need to look at exits because whenever I look to trade, I want to reduce risk in the market before adding anything new. Now we have one trade on right now, and that's in DT. So let's go over this trading psychology slide real quick. There are no expectations on the outcome of the trade. There are no profit targets on this trade. I just have a plan to get out when one of my exit signals is hit, right? Like hang on, I just saw one. I want to Alex. Alex here. Alex is up 40% in the last 3 months, following the outlier signals, making sure he doesn't have any expectations, no profit targets, and following his plan. David says his success is outlier. This is outstanding. I love sharing this with you guys. You are the best. Now, first, the bull market exits. If we have a SPY close under the 20 EMA, we're going to close everything. Close everything. Now, we just talked about this a moment ago. The SPY is actually very strong right now and a strong bullish trend. So it's nowhere close to closing under the 20 EMA. And if the sector and market breadth crossover, close all trades in that sector. So DT is in the technology sector. And so if we go to the technology sector, it's still got a bullish breadth, and the market is still bullish on breadth. Even though it is weakening, it is still crossed over on the tech sector. So we don't have any reason to close from a market perspective. Next, a half ATR from entry. That is my stop loss on DT. And that is right at $56. It's not there right now. It's at 56.28. Put it on a couple days ago. It's kind of drifting sideways to down a little bit, but I don't have a reason to exit at this point. I don't have a reason to exit at this point. None of the other issues that we could see are popping up. And lastly, we don't have a sell signal in outlier, but the fear and greed heat map continues to grow, meaning it's still getting more greedy. Let's go over to DT. DT is still getting more and more greedy. My plan is to get out when it hits a heat map value of 77. The heat map today is at 72.78. So not quite there. We're getting up in that direction, but I don't have a reason to close DT. So I'm holding DT for this point forward. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is outlier and how does it work? Well, old Uncle Warren used to say, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Outlier is a stock analytics platform that shows you if investors are acting irrationally fearful or greedy and by how much, allowing you to get into the stock before the outlier move happens. And if you're looking to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, it's just 3 easy steps. Step 1, head on over to outlier.com, pick up the annual pass for just 82 cents a day, or click the big red save 64% off button if you're on the monthly plan to save 64% off the regular monthly price. Step 2, start using the OVTLYR Nine, which we're going to follow today, and we're going to put on new trades using this OVTLYR Nine. And step 3 is sit back and relax because you just found the easiest way to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk. Now we need to look at what the sectors are telling us, right? We've confirmed that the market is all bullish. What about the individual sectors? So looking at the sectors here, if they are not in the bullish category over here, I'm not interested, right? So we've got a few that are bullish, but not all of them are growing in the bullishness, I guess you could say. So let's take a look at, the material sector is a perfect example. While it is bullish, right? It does not have the crossover yet. My nuanced rule for using breadth in outlier is that if it goes up and up and up and up and up over 75% and then pulls back like the material sector did right here, that is I don't put on any new trades until it resets. Resets meaning it's come down, it's gone up, it comes down, and then it goes back up again, right? So materials are off the plate for me for a while. So there's only a couple of sectors that pulled through. And in fact, I actually put my notes out on Discord. So you can follow along with me every day in our Discord in Outlier. Only the energy sector, the healthcare sector, and the staples sector are bullish using my rules. But the others are all bearish. Okay, that's what you need to know. So we're only going to be looking at stocks in the energy, healthcare, and staples sector. Now, when I ran the plan through here, right, we got these that are bullish in those 3 sectors. So the next step is to see what stocks and what ETFs might actually pull through. And so there's tons, like, I don't have the screener pulled up here. Over the last 2 days, which I look at today's signals and yesterday's signals, that's all I limit it to. There are tons of buy signals. Still, like, I probably at least 200 buy signals. Now that's quite too many. That's quite too many. So if we focus this down on just the energy, healthcare, and staples sectors, how many do we have? Energy, healthcare, and staples sector. Okay. Actually, let's do it this way: energy, healthcare, and staples. Boom, and we hit apply filter. All right. So we can see here for today and yesterday, still quite a few, right? Starting from here up, from Val and up. From Val and up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we narrowed it down from a couple hundred down to 8, just right here. Now, what I did also is I confirmed that all of them have bullish fear and greed and bullish breadth. So these sectors look great to me. So now we got to be asking ourselves, what are the stocks telling us, right? We confirm the market is bullish. We confirm the sector is bullish. We're still going to be talking about SoFi and Hood later on. Don't worry, I didn't forget about that. Which one of those is a monster? Tell me in the chat right now. Which one of those is a meme stock? Tell me in the chat as well. But let's go on here. And what we're going to be doing is looking at these stocks and really focusing in. And I've done a lot of the legwork for you, so you just have to follow along. That there's no outlier blocks in the way, no earnings the next 3 days, and the price is above the 10 EMA. Now, of course, you want to work with your highest backtest and work your way down. What does their highest backtest mean? It means that it actually shows you in here on the screener the outlier signal returns. If they're 40%, 228%, 106, or 73, right? We can see that right here. So I ran all this. I did all the work for you. I hope you don't mind. And we are down to just a handful. And those handful are SM, CIVI, Occidental Petroleum, DVN, and EQNR. Now, these are the only ones that set up for me today. So the next step here is to go through these and say, okay, are we ready to do this? You ready to put these on? So we look at SM. Here, what company is this? This is SM Energy. You can see it has quite a ways up that it can move until it hits this order block. But let's go through the OVTLYR Nine. It's in a bullish trend with a buy signal. So let's go to SM. I'll close a couple tabs here. Let's go to SM. It has a 312% back test. Oh yeah, there we go. Which is a meme. Whichever one is a monster, it doesn't matter as long as it hits the OVTLYR Nine. I love it. I love it. So looking at SM, we have a buy signal inside of a bullish trend. So green and green. The fear and greed is growing. You can see here it's growing slightly, right? Yesterday was 53.39. Today is 53.67. Slight growth, but it is a growth. And there are no outlier blocks in the way. Now, there is one up here. My rule of thumbs is 2%. 2% up is what I'm looking for. And it's got 10% till it hits that order block. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So let's go ahead and let's put this trade on, and then we'll move on to the next one. SM. Oh, hang on. I clicked the wrong button. SM. Now, I am looking at the August 15th. Right. So I generally like to start. In fact, let me pull up my slides here so you know what I'm talking about. I like to start at 21 days to expiration. We confirm the OVTLYR 9 is 100% set up. We start with the highest backtest and work our way down from what was set up. Starting at 21 days to expiration with over 250 open interest, less than 50-cent bid-ask spread, 20% or less extrinsic value is perfect. I will not go over 30%, but I'll fudge it a little bit if I have to, which will put us always around the 80 delta. So looking at SM's earning or options chain here, we only have 37 days or 9 days. That'll work. 135 days is far too far. So I'm looking at this one right here, August 15th. Now, looking over here, we don't have a lot of open interest, but this one actually gets us really close. At 225 versus 250, I can live with that. This is only 30 cents wide between the 2 points, 10 cents wide now between the 2 points. I can work with that. 93 cents on 380 is how much? 93 divided by 380 is 24% extrinsic value. That is the amount that will decay over time. So we just want to limit that to as much as we can. So for me, I love it. The 25 strike on SM lines up exactly the way that I would trade it. So I'm going to go trade it right now. Going to SM. And I'm doing this on my other screen in the business account. I'm going to go to August 15th. Now I trade 2 accounts. So this takes me just a moment to get through this. I'm going to August 15th, 25 calls. Get your position sizing. Now let's discuss position sizing real quick. The way that I calculate position sizing is this formula right here. Your position sizing is so critically important. And now I know how many to get. Let's cover this real quick. Before I actually put on the trade, let's go through this. There are no expectations for the outcome of the trade. Right? I don't know how much I'm going to win. I don't know how much I'm going to lose. There will be 4 possible outcomes: a big win, a small win, a break even, or a small loss. There will never be the option of a big loss. Right? I don't have any profit targets. I don't know how far this is going to go. But I'm not going to artificially say I'm going to have it here or else. or I'm not going to get out until it reaches that point, right? I just have a plan to get out when one of my exit signals happens. So back over to here. That's what I want to see. The 25 strike, open interest around 225. I can live with that. And get your position sizing, SM. Okay, I know how many contracts of that I need to buy. And account number 1. Putting in the order at 375. And not filled yet. Let me bump that up to 350. I'm sorry, 380. And yes, filled at 380. Okay. And let's do account number 2. Now, you probably don't have to do this, and that is okay. But I do manage a family hedge fund, so I have to do this extra work. Give me a moment. And this is the 25 strike on August 15th. Get the position size. And 380 was what I got filled out a moment ago. Put that on for a second account. It's working at 380 right now. We'll leave that just a minute to see if it'll get filled at 380. Actually, let's bump it up to 385. I'd rather get filled than have all of you outliers go steal it from me. Still working 385. Not through there yet. Y'all quit buying all of them. Leave me a couple. All right, leave me a couple contracts in there. I wouldn't mind that. Let's bump that up to 390. Hopefully I can get a price improvement. Oh yeah, filled. Average fill price was 390. Okay, I can live with that. Jeez, you guys, how could you? How could you steal that from me? Actually, that's the outlier effect in action right there. Now I'm going to come over here into the OVTLYR Trading Room, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to text everybody to let you know what trade I put on. Here we go. This is 7/8. No, today's the 9th. Trade number 1. Bought the August 15th. Double check that. Yes, August 15th. This was SM. This is the 25 calls, 25 strike calls for, how much did I pay for it? 3. I always go with my personal account and the fill price. Fill price was 390. No, 380. When the current price of SM is 27.95. All right. Very cool. We're on the board. Now, don't forget, I haven't forgot. We still got to talk about SoFi and Hood. Wait a minute. Senior Wahoo got in at 360. Jeepers. Nate got in there earlier today at 357. You guys did steal it from me. God, how could you? How could you? How could you? All right. Very cool. Proud of you guys. Outstanding work. We'll go through and mark up our charts on SM in just a little bit. Let's continue on. The next one that I want to look at is CIVI. Now, let's run the OVTLYR Nine on this. CIVI. We already established that the energy sector is bullish on fear and greed and breadth. We can see that right here. Now let's go in. We got that buy signal today, 10 over 20, price over 50, green overlay, getting less fearful, getting more greedy in this case. So we have boom, boom, boom. Any outlier blocks on top of CIVI? Doesn't look like it. So CIVI looks like a great one for me. Let's go look at the CIVI options chain. And looking at CIVI, I close this out here. I would be looking right here. You see which one I'm going for? That one right there with all that open interest. It has 75 delta, $1.24 on $5.10 is what extrinsic value. That's 24% extrinsic value. I love it. This one looks gorgeous. So I'm going to go buy some. Now, listen, do not buy this ahead of me, okay? I'm not one of those people who is like, oh, let me go front run you. Like you guys are front running me. No. I actually do want to trade this. So stop buying it ahead of me. I need to get the best price, okay? How dare you buy it in front of me? We're looking at August 15th, 27.5. Get your position size. All right. The race now to see who's going to get it before me. And I'm putting in the order at 505. Let's see if I can get filled at 505. That's weird. That's super weird. In one of my accounts, it says it's closing only. Only closing trades may be submitted. But when I go to the other account, it doesn't have that restriction. It's not on my account. It's on that. Okay. I'm going to have to skip CIVI. I don't know why. That's super. I can buy it in one account, but I can't in the other. And it says it's closing only. Is anybody else running into that? Is anybody else seeing this in their broker? One account is fine. The other account, it's not my account. It's the strike. In fact, let me refresh the page. Maybe that'll do something. Okay, JT saying he's seeing it, but other people are not seeing it. That's super weird. I don't know why half of us can get in and the other half of us can't. Even in my account, even if I go to just one contract, it says it's set to closing order only. I have to skip CIVI. I don't know. I have no idea why, but we have to skip this one. That sucks. Jonathan's having the same issue, but it's not across the board. It's in one account versus the other account. That's super weird, and it's Yush just having the same issue on Tasty Trade. Had that happen in Tasty before. Had to call them. I've had that happen too, and had to call them. And that's fine, but I can't call while I'm live with you guys. Can't call while I'm live with you guys. So I might put CIVI on if we close earlier than the end of the day. I just have to play that one out, unfortunately. Oxy. Let's do Oxy. Now, in the sake of time, because I still want to talk about which one is a monster and which one is a meme stock between SoFi and Hood. I haven't forgot about that. I hope you haven't either. Let's go to Oxy, Occidental Petroleum. Ooh, yeah, look at that baby. Now, hang on. That wasn't the strike I wanted to go for, though. I wanted to go a little bit closer on Occidental Petroleum, July 25th. July 25th, I wanted to look at the 43 strike. Right there, this one here. 1 penny wide, 45 cents on 291 is what extrinsic value. 15%. Yeah, that one looks beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go put this one, if I can put Oxy on, OXY. This is the July 25th. 43s. Get your position sizing. See if this one works. If this doesn't work, something's going on. Okay, yeah, this one's not going to run into any issues for me. That's so weird. Okay. Putting this on, I'm putting in my order at 293. See if we can get filled. Ooh, booyah, 293. Okay. Let me switch accounts. And we're on to Oxy. I had to skip Civi for now. And picking up some more. See if I can get filled again at 293. I don't know if I'll get 293 now. Y'all stole the rest of them from me. I'm going to have to quit telling you all my trades. How dare you? We're at 295. Okay, fill at 295 on the second account. All right, let's put this out in the Discord. Again, I don't know what's going on with Civi. If I have time, I'd like to give them a call and see why can I get it in one and not the other. This was Oxy. This was the 43 strike. And I paid how much for it? Hang tight. 293, that's right. 2.93. Oxy is currently trading at 45.50. Cool. Oh, that was trade number 2. 2 seconds here. Trade number 2. All right, let's move on. A lot to do today before we talk about SoFi and Hood. All right, so we're looking at DVN now. DVN, all that looks great here. I've confirmed the OVTLYR Nine is good to go. Let's go to DVN. And I was looking at the DVN July 25th, 33 strike. Let's look at the 33 strike. Does it still make sense now? Got 381 open interest. 73 delta is okay. 48 cents, 47 cents on 207. 48 divided by 207 gives you 23% extrinsic value. That's perfect for me. I'm good for it. Let's go put this one on. And this is DVN. Get your position size. Okay, I know my position size. This is the not August. It is July 25th, 33 calls. And position size. Try it at 2. I'll try it at 208. Oh, wait. It just came down. Let me try 207. Yeah, 207 should work. And I'm putting this in at 207. Working 207. Y'all are doing it again, aren't you? You're stealing it from me. You are stealing these contracts from me. How dare you? Let me try 208. Still not filled at 208. I swear you guys. Oh, there we go. I'm getting partial fills. Hang tight. It's not filled yet. It's still working. Happens when you got big trades to put on. Or did I get all of them is the question here. It's still working. There it goes. Finally filled at 208. Okay, now I need to put it on the family account. And how many of those do I need to get? Okay. We're at 209 on this one here. Working 209. Oh, it's pushing up higher. I might have to do 210. Oh, I got filled at 209. Cool, I'm in. All right, so I've got everything except Civi. So trade number 3. Bought the 720, right? 725? Yeah, 725 Civi. CIVI. This was the 33 calls for how much did I get it for? 208. That's right. 208. Civi is currently at. No, we did not get Civi. I'm sorry. I got my my brain mixed up. DVN. 33. Yes, 33 calls. DVN is currently trading at 34.64. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because I do need to call my broker. I'm gonna put on some music. I'm gonna call them right now, and we'll come back after this. So hold tight, please. All right, now we're good to go. Okay, it helps when the broker knows who you are. I'm not gonna say any names, but it helps when the broker knows who you are. So they said give them 5 minutes. It'll be corrected. I don't know why. They said it was not on a whitelist. I don't know what the whitelist has to do with anything, but it needs to be on my list. That's the list it needs to be on. So we're going to let that run. Give it a couple minutes. We'll come back to CIVI. How fun is this? How fun is this? All right. Now that's the exciting part of going live. Let's go to EQNR. EQNR. Now, it has the OVTLYR Nine set up, of course. We already talked about that. We don't have to worry about that today. Chris has done all the legwork for you, but it does have this order block. It's about 4% away, which is fine for me. My rule of thumb is 2% or more. I'm cool with that. Let's go to EQNR. EQNR. Okay. There you go. SJ says, I had that happen to me on the whitelist issue. Yep. They said that it's fine on one account because it's happened before and I called in and got it on the whitelist. It was the fact that I hadn't done it on the other account that it was an issue. So we're good now, though. All right, EQNR. Looking at the August 15th, and I'm looking at the 25 strike. Let's look at the 25 strike here. It's got 249 open interest, which will work for me. 54 cents on 190 is how much? 54 divided by 190 is 28%. So 30% is my absolute drop dead, will not take it. So it's really close, but it does fit everything that I need to see. So I'm going to go over here and we'll do EQNR. EQNR. Go to August 15th and the 25 strike. Get your number of contracts. EQNR. EQNR. Actually, I forgot to put this one in my portfolio sizer over here. EQNR. So now that has to calculate for me. Should just take a second here. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a big number. Hang on. I may have to sell some SGov. In fact, I know I have to sell some SGov. That's a huge position. Hold on. Hang on a second. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to liquidate all the SGov because I don't know how much this is going to take. I don't have time to do that. Hold tight. Market. There we go. Out of SGov. One account. Go to the other account. Close. Okay, I'm totally out of SGov. That was a big position. I still need to put it on. Okay, hang on. So now the reason I'm laughing is this one is 3 times as big as the other ones that I'm putting on. 3 times as big. But that's because the ATR value, the average true range, is 3 times smaller. Okay, hang on. So let's go back to EQNR. Now listen, I have not forgotten about SoFi versus Robinhood. You probably have, but I have not. We're still going to talk about that. Okay, let me your trade. The 25 strike EQNR August 15th. Get this humongous position size. And in that account. All right, let's go. Put the order in at 202. Let's bump that up a couple. Replace. This is actually the largest number of contracts I've ever traded ever in a single trade. Push this a little. Stop stealing it from me. Replace. Hang on. 206. Okay, partial fills at 206. Yeah, it's got a lot of fills to get through. Hang on. Quit it. Anthony says this is probably the biggest one for him as well. Okay, totally filled all the way in at 206. That was actually a great fill. I'll take a 206 fill. Thank you very much. Biggest number of contracts I've ever put on in my entire life. But I am not stressing. Why would I not stress? Because I have a plan. Like, if it doesn't work, it's fine. If it does work, even better. This was... Oh, I gotta get the other account. Hold tight. Gotta get the other account. EQNR 25 strike. All right, hold tight. This one's working at 207. Let me try 208. And this managing multiple accounts is for the birds. If you just have one account, it is so much easier than 2. Going 209. Still not 209. Come on, stop stealing this from me. I'm going to have to go front run you guys. That's just what it's going to be. I can't live with you guys going and taking them all from me. I'm just playing around. We're all doing it together. Oh, I got filled. Where did I get filled at? Second account was filled at 209. Okay, it's 3 cents difference. I can live with that. Okay, so this is EQNR. EQNR. Now, I'm joking about the front running, but that's really a thing that people actually do, is they will tell you the trade that they're making. So you go out and buy it and push up the price. And then they're like, oh, these suckers, they actually bought it. I'm going to go sell it out now. No. I'm actually taking positions in these. EQNR was filled at 206. And EQNR is trading at 26.41. Okay, that was trade number 4. Now, do I have any cash left for Civi? I bet I do. I have lots of cash left. Okay, cool. Let's go back to Civi, see if I can get in Civi. Don't forget, because I didn't forget, we still got to talk about SoFi and Hood. Back into Civi. You guys probably bought it already, but I'm looking at the Civi. Too many clickies to do. Civi 25 strike on August 15th. That's right. 25 strike. All right, let's just try with one contract, see if that's going to work now. Nope. Let me refresh the page. Try that again. 25 strike on Civi, August 15th. Just one. Still not submitted. Okay. I need to kill some time. Hey, since we got to kill some time, why don't we talk about SoFi and Hood? Which one of these would you consider a which one would you consider a monster or a meme stock, right? SoFi or Hood, monster or meme stock. So here's SoFi, right? If we look at this in the framework of OVTLYR Nine, the financial sector is getting more and more bullish. Now, this is going to apply to both SoFi and Hood. It's getting more and more bullish in the sector on average. I'm sorry, more and more greedy. The breadth, however, is contracting a bit. And then, oh, it's a 27.5 strike. Okay, thank y'all. Good thing I didn't get in. Looking at this, SoFi has a buy signal. It's in a beautiful big uptrend. It's getting more and more greedy. Okay, so this is SoFi here. And let's compare that to Robinhood, right? So Robinhood is in a very different class here, right? It's the same sector, but Robinhood is getting less greedy in a quick way. Greed peaked around 88. Now greed is down to 80, coming down quick, hard and fast with a sell signal. Now, there's great news for both of them, right? Can't buy SpaceX stock? Well, SoFi just opened the back door and it starts at only $10. SpaceX plans a $400 or $400 billion insider share sale, keeping direct retail investors out. However, SoFi's new private market funds let retail buyers invest in SpaceX, OpenAI, Epic Games, and more for just $10 or more. How cool is that? That's actually really, really cool. That's actually really, really cool. Let's see, what else has SoFi got going on? SoFi offers exposure to OpenAI and SpaceX through new private market funds. I actually think this is super duper neat. Is this something you're going to try? Is this something you're going to try? It's going to be $23 soon. That's what the SoFi bros say. SoFi, a meme pushed by jokers. I don't know. If I'm looking at this objectively, right? The OVTLYR Nine is still set up on SoFi, still has that buy signal, getting more and more greedy. But it also has some great news to go along with it. Some fantastic news to go along with it. Is it time to buy SoFi for higher highs? Yes, it is always time to buy a stock. You want to buy it high while it's going higher, right? Buy it high and sell it higher, not buy it low and sell it high. You're never going to figure out where that low is. But if you buy it high and sell it higher, you could do great. David says, so fine is what SoFi is. Okay, now let's go over to Robinhood, right? Biggest red flag of all. Biggest red flag of all. There's no fundamentals here. This is just Chris trying to create content for people to click it. Biggest red flag of all, Jim Cramer's stocks. Cramer's identified one fintech stock that is in an impressive rally. Therefore, Robinhood will absolutely go to zero next. Yep, plan on Robinhood going to zero. SoFi might be a monster, but Robinhood is a meme stock and it is over. And it is all thanks to one man, Jim Cramer. Yep, it is over. Have you not heard of the Cramer curse, right? Anytime Cramer talks about it, it just goes down and down. Let's go to this next story here from Market Beat. Robinhood stock gets 5 price target upgrades. They must not have heard that Jim Cramer also likes the stock. Robinhood's latest price target helps shift the prevailing narrative on shares from overvalued to potentially undervalued. So all these analysts are coming out now that Robinhood's been on this huge move, even though it's getting less greedy, even though it has that sell signal. And they're like, oh yeah, let's buy more of it. No, I've not been logged out. Don't do this to me again. Man, today is not my day. Getting logged out of one, having to call the broker on another. We're going to make it. We're going to make it through this. We're going to try Civi here again in a moment. Okay, I'm logged back in. Analyst ratings on, this is Civi. I don't want Civi. I want Hood. Okay. Yeah, Eric says, time to take his 98% gain out on Robinhood. Yeah, no joke. All right, Hood. So June, I mean, everybody basically is going, actually, look at this. Redburn Atlantic has a neutral to sell position. That's the most recent one that we see inside of OVTLYR here on that analyst ratings there. Lastly, it's up over 100% in 2025. These two stocks could double again. One of them is clearly Robinhood, because that's why it's here. The other one is CoreWeave. Robinhood, digital commission-free brokerage, is up 144% so far this year, over $93 a share. Analysts set their price targets at $73 a share, implying a 21% downside. But a street high of $110 per share suggests there's more room to run. Jim Cramer sees Hood stock as one to buy to protect against the stock market crash. All right, listen, if you own Robinhood, if you don't sell it today, it's going to crash tomorrow. Jim Cramer is endorsing the mess out of Robinhood. You don't want to be in it. It's time to get out, right? So between the two, SoFi clearly is the better stock. right? The outlier 9 is still there, still seeing a buy signal, still getting more greedy. It looks great. And then some cool new news coming out versus Robinhood, right? Sell signals, getting less greedy, getting more fearful. Jim Cramer likes the stock. Yeah, it's game over for Robinhood, right? Of course, we're just joking, but the Cramer effect is real. The Cramer effect is real. So you tell me in the chat. You tell me in the chat while I go look at Civi one last time, see if we can get into it. Which one to you is a meme and which one is a monster, right? I gave you my perspective, but yours can be totally different than mine. Yours can be totally different than mine. All right, let's go back into Civi. Let me refresh my broker again. Last chance, Civi. Better work for me. 27.5 strike. Look at this. 27.5 strike. Yeah, there's no open interest on that one. 27.5 strike on Civi on August 15th. 27.5. Tons of open interest. Let's just try one. Currently still set to closing only. Okay, I have to skip Civi. We're running out of time in the day. I don't know why it's not ready yet. But if you got Civi, I'm happy. I'm not jealous at all. I'm not even a little bit bitter. That's just what I can do, right? I am hamstrung by the broker. And in this case, but one last chance. One last chance. This is what it's like to trade live. This is what it's like to trade live. Civi, August 15th, 27.5. No, not Siri. No, I still can't get in. Is what it is. Okay, so I can't get Civi. I can't help it. But that's okay. You know what? We put on several new trades today, so let's go look at where we're going to get out of these trades. It's all fun and games to put new trades on, but where in the wide world of sports are we going to get out? Okay, I'm going to drop Civi off my list because I can't get it. Hopefully it works out for you, but I'm not even going to follow it. SM. So we got into SM today at 27.95. Here, 27.95. We've got about 10% of that order block, so I'm going to remove this note here. 27.95 opening price here. Here. There we go, 27.95. Pull back a little bit since then. That's okay. Part of the game. And we got the 25 calls. Let's go over to SM. Freaking, what is happening to, there's something, I don't know if it's my internet or what. It's the third time I've been logged out of Outlier. I don't know what is going on. My broker's not letting me get in one trade. Something, I got the gremlins. I don't know. All right, let's go back to SM. All right, here we go. SM. So it's currently sitting at 53 on the heat map. My exit rule on the heat map is if it's between 50 and 75, I'll give it a 10-point spread. So my exit point on this would be a heat map target of 63. So I'm going to write that on the chart so I know. Heat map target 63. Awesome. All right, moving on. Let's put in our ATR levels. And so we're going to put this one here. Now, of course, it's a little bit lower than where I got in, and I'm not really stressed. It's all about making sure you have your plan, that you're following your plan. So I know where I'm going to get in, where I got in, where I'm going to get out, and where I'm going to roll the trade if it does get to that point. So easy peasy. Let's go to the next one, Occidental Petroleum. So we got in Oxy at 45.50. It's currently at 45.50 right now. And let's put the opening line right here. All right, I hit 45.50 right on the nose. Let's do our ATR values. I'm going to put half ATR. This is my stop loss point. One ATR above is my rolling trigger. And another ATR above is another rolling trigger. Hopefully we can get to that point. That'd be brilliant. All right, good to go. So we know what we're going to do there. Let's check out the heat map on Oxy. Maybe Chris didn't pay for the outlier renewal. Maybe so. Maybe Mahesh went in and deactivated my account without me knowing. Okay, so the heat map on Oxy is at 52. The same rule still applies. So I'd give it a 10-point spread with the heat map exit of 62. All right, so our heat map target is 62. We got our levels in on there. Let's go to the next one, DVN. DVN 3464 was where we got in. Put this here. 3464 opening price. $34.64. Okay. Let's get our ATR levels on here. And we do half ATR down as our stop loss point. 1 ATR above is our rolling target. 1 ATR above that is another rolling target. There we go. Good to go there. And then let's get our heat map on DVN. All right, so we got a buy signal here. Heat mapped is at 59. So again, we'll give it a 10-point spread over here. So heat map target is 69. Heat map target 69. That's nice. And then let's go to EQNR. Oh, I've already got these plotted on here. Very cool. Move over a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay. EQNR. Yeah. We're good there. And we got in DVN at, or EQNR 2641. 2641. Half ATR down is my stop loss point. 1 ATR above is my first trigger to roll it. Second trigger to roll it is 2 ATRs above. And if it gets to that point, it'll be in an order block, and then we might need to use an emergency exit at that point, and that's fine. We'll have to see later on when that happens, right? I can't wait for that to happen. That'll be glorious. Should I try one last time on Civi? Just one last time. Just one last time. The market closes in 3 minutes. One last time on Civi. 27.5. One last time. Let's see. Just one contract. It's working. Oh shit. Okay, hang on. It's working. Civi. I need to get that many in my first account. It's working. Got I'm trying at 495. Place. Try it at 5. Yes, getting filled at 5. Partial fills, $5. Okay, let me do the second one. Friggin' yes, right on time. Okay. Civi in the second account. Freaking yes, right on time. See if I can get filled at $5 on that one. Boom. Yes, I'm in. I got in Civi at $5. Awesome. Let's go. With that, having a plan is great because I knew exactly where I was going to get in with just a moment's notice. Let's add Civi back to our list over here. Like a kid trying to get an old NES cartridge to function. That's exactly what it was like. 31.22 is what the price is right now. Okay, that was fun. 31.22. And let's put our ATR levels on there, and then I'll send out that Discord. If you missed it on the Discord, you missed it. It's better to watch live anyway. And then let's do this one here. And one more. There we go. Okay. Oh, Philip, finally. I got a better price than you guys. Maybe that's what I should do from now on. Like smoke and mirrors you and come in behind and get at a better price. So because y'all are stealing them all at my price. Okay, cool. We're good on Civi. Let me add that to my list here, and then I'll shoot out a Discord message, and then we'll all be on our way. We've had a fantastic fun day together, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? And I assume this will be a very beautiful, profitable day by the next few days. This was the August 15th, 8:15 Civi. No, it's not my phone. Every time I say Civi, it's like hearing me and saying Siri. No, shut up. 27.5. Or I got in at 5 exactly when it was trading at 31.22. Bam. There we go. 5 trades today. A lot. How much am I in? Let me do some math here. How much am I in? I'm in probably about 2/3. I'm in about 2/3 right now. I have, just to recap, I've got Civi. I've got DT, SM, Oxy, DVN, ENQR, and Civi. So between 6 trades, I'm about 2/3 of the way in right now. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. So this has been a big day. We got to talk about SoFi. We got to talk about Hood. We got to manage our existing trade, and we put on 5 new trades. Man, what a glorious day. Thank you so much for joining us in today's OVTLYR Trading Room. Be sure you tell everyone you know about what we do. This is my passion. You can probably tell and everything that I do that I love this game so much. And I love the fact, excuse me. I love the fact that my lunch is coming back up. I love the fact that I get to hang out with you. And if you're ready to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, there's 2 videos right here. You should click on one of them. Have a fantastic day. We'll talk soon.